Hello everyone and welcome to my review. My name is Joaquin Adri Mapilis and today we're going to review the game No Man's Sky. This game was created by and developed by Hello Games. The leading developer of the said game is Sean Murray. He's also the one that promoted and marketed the game in panels and interviews talking about the many features in the game that the players desperately want to know. The game was heavily sponsored by Sony, so Hello Games will need a lot of marketing to hype up that game so that Sony can be happy with their sponsorship of their said game. The game was heavily hyped by Sean Murray because of the promised features in the game, the overhyping trailer, and the price tag that sets expectations for upcoming players. The game was supposed to be released in June 2016, but it got delayed and pushed back to August 2016 to better polish the game, and a lot of players were left disappointed, including me. But I get why they need to delay it to better enhance the game. Hello Games, when developing the game, also has to face legal troubles. One of these legal troubles includes a mathematician saying they stole his formula. Fortunately, they managed to avoid this lawsuit, but there was one more legal trouble that they have to deal with, and that is Sky's Cable for stealing their trademark of the word sky. And Sky Cable had already succeeded at making Microsoft change Sky Drive to OneDrive, and they're about to do the same to No Man's Sky. The threat loomed over them until a month of the game's release. Fortunately, again, Sean Murray and Hello Games were able to dodge this lawsuit once and again, and they go back in finishing the game. Back to the story. A bunch of players pre-ordered the game because of their hype, but another problem that both Sony and Hello Games has to deal with is that it has been leaked and it's being sold to eBay, and the one that got the copy decided to post videos and its own review of the game and the person talks about the many problems in the game, which causes players to be more conscious of the game. But they think that those problems will be fixed in the day one patch that was coming. Sony and Hello Games stumbled around social media, canceling everyone and putting copyright claim if they even mention the leak in every social media outlet out there. Hello Games and Sean Murray are nervous, and they know that they don't have the time to finish the game. The weight of all the expectations of the players is staring them in their faces. They're terrified and worried that they might disappoint the expectations of the upcoming players. Hello Games can ask Sony for more time because Sony doesn't want another delay for IP that they have already spent way too much of their money advertising. Their advertisers will not scale down the price tag that they set because they will not let them do that after already hyping their game. August 2016 arrived. Players August 2016 arrived. A bunch of players, myself included, were all excited to play the game. Some people played and bought it on Steam, and some of us booted it in our PlayStation console, as we were ready to venture into the cosmos where no man has gone before. Now, after telling you about the brief history of the release of the game, let's get on to the review of No Man's Sky. Let's talk about the things this game got right at its release, the many things that it got wrong in its release, the state of the game in the present after the many updates of the said game, and the state of the game in the upcoming future. Now let's get on to my thoughts. When the game finally releases, the game was so terrible and so frustrating to play at, especially if you look at the price tags, and it's more disappointing because this game get high royalty from Sony, and this is all we got. The players of the game and I would have been fine if the game was cheap and sell it as an early access game, but no, it gets high treatment from Sony, and that's what disappoints me more. I bought the game because I want to play it with my friends, but there was no multiplayer. Now, before we get to talk more about the negative in this game, let's talk about the positive for a second. The graphics and the scenery in this game is so good. It feels like you're exploring the cosmos. My eyes were mesmerized. There are many things for you to do and many planets for you to explore in the game. But these victories and these victories in this game is so shallow, and it can shadow the negative of this game. Now let's go back talking about the negative in this set game. There are many things for you to do, but it's not fun or engaging to play at. This game feels like playing a barren wasteland. We- Even though exploring the cosmos, because this game doesn't allow players to have fun. The game also sometimes becomes unplayable with the bugs and glitches to the point that it renders the experience gameplay of my gameplay to be fun that I nearly threw my controller at my TV at my frustration. The game will have crashes galore when I'm playing and to other people as well. Even playing this set game is very difficult. Although the game was overhyped by Sony, Sean Murray, and Hello Games, it is a broken, terrible to play, and way too far from the promised game we were promised by Sean Murray and Hello Games. But there is a redemption coming. After all of this backlash, somehow Sean Murray and his team, instead of abandoning the game, decided to fix it. And so come the new updates of the game are still ongoing up to this day. So let's talk about the updates in the game and review them. The updates in the game delivers most of the things that Sean Murray promises to all of the players of the game. Sure, there are still some promises that are not fulfilled, but we're starting to nitpick here. Because Hello Games decided to even add more features that weren't even promised at the goal. The game is now multiplayer. So at this time, I can finally play with my friends and my family. The game was added to Xbox and increases more of its players. As for now, though, Sean and his team are currently making new updates in the game, and they're so good that they managed to even rank up many awards. And I'm happy for them. Updates in the game that Sean Murray and Hello Games were able to provide for us makes the game from bad to great, and it also gives the game and themselves a second chance to me and the players when we're all very happy for them. So because of that, we will support them, their upcoming future projects from from their upcoming future problem from them from there. We're all happy for them. So because of that, we will support them in their upcoming future projects to come. Now let's get into my conclusion of this game. In conclusion, the original game that was released was a very bad and boring, but they managed to redeem themselves to becoming a much better game. I really admire how they managed the situation because many game studios would just abandon the game or add pay to win deals into the game, but no, they decided to listen to our complaints and decided the game is better than what they promised and what they delivered. Us fans of Hello Games are very thankful for listening to us, and we would give Hello Games their support in the future and whatever they do with the game and with their future projects. The future of the game is bright, in my opinion, based on the present. I'm very optimistic and positive about the developments in the future. Sean Murray and Hello Games constantly keeps adding more updates in the game that keeps improving the game year by year. The future of the game is good for me if we're going to base our assessment in the present. Then we're all safe to predict that No Man's Sky will still be good in the upcoming future. No Man's Sky is still a very active game up to this point, even and many players are still playing the game. So, if Hello Games keeps adding new updates to the game to the future, then I think more players will play this game in the upcoming future. We're all very excited for the upcoming future of No Man's Sky and how players will perceive and play the game in the upcoming future. As for Sean Murray and Hello Games, their future is more uncertain and it is hard to predict what their future could be. But based on my opinion, I think their future will be bright because Sean because I think Sean Murray and Hello Games are currently busy updating the game, but they also branch out helping other game developers and they also start making indie games. But for now, they're more busy adding more updates to No Man's Sky and are busy developing future games to its loyal players and fan base. I'm very hopeful, positive, and optimistic about the future of No Man's Sky, Sean Murray, and Hello Games in the future. Well, that's all for my No Man's Sky review, history, and upcoming future in this vlog. And I really hope that you guys like this video of mine. I'll see you guys in my next video in the upcoming future. And you can also watch some of my past videos. You might like some of those. Okay, na Mopilis, signing off. The end. The show is over. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye.